Hi, you've reached Bridget Kimsey and my Yoga Flow, take 2, and I hope today finds you well. Again, my background in yoga and integrative health and the sciences. I'm a practitioner as well as an author. Always feel free to Google me or my website or author's page, and definitely be in touch if you have any questions or there's a class you'd like to see. This is about an hour-long class, doing what feels right for you. Modifying as is best, and I hope that it works for you. And again, just doing what feels right. All right, let's get started. All right, coming onto your mat and standing. So hopefully you can see me okay. So let's go ahead and just start in a nice standing position, hands on the hips. We're just gonna rock back and forth, getting into the feet. And then we're gonna rock into the front of the feet, over to the left side and back, over to the right. Good, going the other way, just feeling where your feet are, feeling where your body and being is in space, planting into the balls of the feet, extend the toes up, allowing that lift to reach all the way up through the inner self, the bandhas, through the spine, crown of the head, maybe the chin in just slightly, coming into Tadasana or mountain pose. You can have the feet a little apart or together. Good, let's go ahead, interlace fingers, heels to the hands, crown of the head, lift up tall. Let's walk the feet together. Go ahead and draw the forearms back and up, belly button to spine, inner thighs engaged, all the air out. Inhale through the nose. Personal preference of breathing out the mouth or nose. Inhale back. Exhale. Bringing yourself to this moment, this day, your practice. Inhale. Exhale. Good, let's tilt over to the left. Just briefly, maybe looking up to the right. Good, we are coming back up. We are going to the other side. That left leg is sinking in. Looking up to the left a little bit. And coming all the way back up. Maybe bringing the gaze all the way up. And just coming all the way down. And so from here, just opening the feet. Maybe let the knees soften. Let the head and neck be heavy. Shaking the head a little bit. Shaking the head yes and no. Full breath in, full breath out. Bend the knees a little bit more. Rolling all the way up, shaking the arms. Coming up. You could even take one hand, forehead, other hand, back of the head, lifting up. Drawing that into the heart. Bringing the hands onto the hips, bend to the knees, tilting the pelvis forward and back a few times. Feel the soles of your feet in the ground. Good, and again, like we saw in the beginning, just circling around, this time with your hips, going the other way, finding yourself in space, and then coming up to be tall. Pause here, close your eyes. Maybe there's an intention you have for yourself right now. Good, I'm just coming all the way back down. So this time again, feel free. Now you could always have a block, but come down only as far as you feel comfortable. You could bend the knees again. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show a side version. You're gonna go ahead and bend the right knee. Right hand is on the ground or on a block. Left hand on the hip, and you could bend into a little bit of a twist. You know that Ujjayi breathing? Inhale. Good. Good, bringing that down, going to the other side. So you are bending that left knee, right hand on the hip, bringing that arm up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, coming down, facing back towards you. If it works for you and is appropriate, a little bit of a squat. You can always make this more shallow. Keep the legs a little wider. Going back and forth. This is your inhale looking up. Exhale coming over. No need to straighten the legs all the way. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Walking the feet in a little bit closer. Slowly rolling up once again. You can pause here halfway and just move the arms. That's okay for your back. Keep going. One hand forehead, other hand back of the head. Lifting up tall, flare the toes maybe, lifting up all the way. And then exhale, coming back. Maybe bring the legs together fully. Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Full breath in, full breath out. And so what I was saying about Ujjayi breathing is that if you imagine fogging up a mirror, close the lips, constrict the throat, inhale. I find it very soothing to the nervous system, as well as regenerating and helping the body. So we're gonna go ahead, coming on back. If you wanna practice Ujjayi breathing, you can at any point. And exhale. Let those elbows relax, lengthening through the spine. Walking in place a little bit. Maybe shaking out the arms. And we're just gonna come into Surya Namaskar. So go ahead, moving anything off your mat, coming to the front of your mat. Legs can be together or a little bit apart. Good, we're gonna inhale. This time just open the arms up. Exhale, diving out, missing any plants. Good, coming onto your shins, looking up. We're gonna go ahead and take that right leg all the way back. So a nice long lunge here, out to the crown of the head. Good, let's drop that knee. Coming on up, engage the legs, nice and supported. Coming forward, back toes engaged. Inhale. Exhale, we are bringing those arms up. Exhale all the way down, taking that front leg to meet the back, incline plank. We are here, legs can be together, a little bit apart. We're gonna drop the knees, that's your inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale, coming all the way down. And then coming up. Maybe just half cobra, no hands engaged. Coming down. And then just moving right on back into child's pose. Oh yes. Oh my goodness, letting, if this is a good sensation, if it's not, padding up, don't go all the way back, make adjustments. We all have our things that feel good and some that, we're working on. This is a time to take care of yourself. Even if we're working a little harder on some areas. Let's move right into downward dog. So you're gonna go ahead, legs engaged. Feel free to let the head and neck be heavy. Inhale, exhale. You could pedal the feet. That's an option. You could bend the knees. Rotate the legs a little in and rotate the arms a little open. Good, we're gonna go ahead. Now you could scoop through or go through table. Bring the right leg forward. Left leg is behind you. Long line. Drop that back knee, drop that back foot maybe. coming on up, so you are engaged. Now again, what I do on the other side was the toes in. You can try out different things. Feeling strong and comfortable here. Supported, I should say. And then coming forward and back. Coming forward, lifting the arms up. And exhaling. Bringing the back leg in. We're just going to lift up in a wave. Back into the heart. Good, going to the other side. We'll pick up the pace a little bit. Crescent moon, open. Exhale. Hands on shins or toes, look up. Exhale, left leg goes back. Lunge of your choice or taking crescent moon. Inhale. Exhale, taking front leg to meet back, incline plank. Inhale. Exhale down. Feel free to drop the knees. Inhale, maybe more forward cobra. Child's pose or downward dog. Exhale. Taking a pause here. We're going to inhale, left leg up. Right leg is behind you. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Bringing that back leg in. A wave up. And coming back into the heart. Good. Let's walk the legs together. Let's go ahead and take chair pose. So to start, why don't we just sort of get comfortable, get into the legs, into the glutes. Good. And just sitting back, you're engaging the inner thighs. You're sort of rotating the arms in a way that the shoulders can go down the back a bit more, maybe. Now we already saw one twist, so let's take another. Take that left leg over, bringing one hand on top of the other. Sorry, this should be your right leg if I didn't cue that right. Good. You are welcome to stay here. Make this what you will, taking the right leg, if you would like, back. Pausing here. Maybe that Ujjayi breathing comes in. Good, coming down, looking up. Let's take the vinyasa. We're just gonna go ahead and take the front leg, meet the back, incline plank all the way down. Inhale up. Exhaling, downward dog. And so just feeling your way through. You can jump or step the legs up to the hands. A wave like up, back into the heart. Good. And again, coming into chair. I'll show the other side just so I can still see you. So if you're coming down, getting comfortable, yeah? And then maybe, another thing I've sometimes done is if you have your hands on the shoulders, working in there, let that weight go into the thighs, into the glutes. And then from here, there we go. You know, lots of different ways to find your path, not only in asana, but in life, yes. All right, let's go ahead and take the other hand, left over right. We're going to take that left foot, find your balance and drishti, your gaze, and then reaching back. Good. Good, we're going to come on down. Good, so with this back leg, you are dropping that back knee, meaning you are looking up. Take a vinyasa you like, or this could just be child's pose, downward dog, front leg meets back, incline plank, all the way down. Inhale up. Exhaling into downward dog, and then stepping or walking up as you feel comfortable. Wave-like motion up and back into the heart. listening to the body. So if things, you just go, no, I don't think so. You know, follow that, yes. So let's take a balancing. So if you are, maybe come to the middle of your mat. You just walk for a moment. Using some of this heat and openness, yes. We're gonna go ahead, standing tall. Take this right leg in. Let's take knee to knee, pause. Go ahead and bring this leg up. Oh, yes. Now, if you would like a chair, something to hold on to, go for it. Nataraja Asana, Queen Dancer, King Dancer pose. Shoulders up to the ears and let it go. Taking this right hand, right foot, and so again, finding what works for you. We are opening. Shoulders relax. Gaze is soft. Good, and coming back. So if you are just working with balance, a little bit of opening with the hips, that's fine. Bringing the hands onto the chair or some type of support or hands on the hips. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that leg down. Good. Marching in place a little bit. Maybe coming down and with your hands on the thighs, circling around. Using some circles, range of motion, even as we're just jumping into it. Good. Coming up to standing. Engage in our thighs. Bringing the thumbs, the hands to the heart. Inhale, exhaling. Seat of the soul, Anjali Mudra. Good. We're going to the other side. So you are taking this left leg up. And then if you would like, bring it in. Yes. Enjoying a little bit of range of motion there. Good, and then we're gonna go ahead and holding on. So again, you could take it one step by step, bring the knee in, bring the hand around, and then open as you feel comfortable. Pause here. Exhale. Good. Good, and then we are just coming on through. So with hands on the hips, exhale, get your support, you're steady. Coming back, and exhale. Good, bringing that leg down, just marching in place if that works for you. Again, with the knees a little bent, tilting the pelvis forward and back. Good, coming to standing, drawing in. Exhaling. Good, let's come back to Surya Namaskar. So you're coming back to the front of our mat. So this time, you are bringing the arms all the way up and then all the way over. Hands on shins or toes, looking up. Exhaling down, taking that right leg all the way back. From here, let's bend both knees, come right on up. Nice right angles. We are gonna dip down, coming up. Dip down, my inhale, exhale up. Inhale, open, exhale, open, exhale, lengthen. So where does it work to have your arms maybe open? If they work to the ground, that's fine. If not appropriate, make adjustments. If you are still with me and are trying a little bit, looking at a twisted triangle, right hand or left hand is on the hip, you are just rotating open. This is as far as you want to go, but you could open the arm. Remember your breathing? Good. And then coming all the way down. Just take a motion looking up. Inhale. We're going to float through the other side. So you're taking that front leg to meet the back. Incline plank all the way down. Inhale up. Exhaling all the way back. Let's go ahead and take that right leg forward. Pausing here. Bring the left leg in. Swan dive up. Back into the heart. We are going to the left. On your next steady inhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, diving forward. Hands on shins or toes. You can always get more into the ball of the feet. Bring the sits bones up. We are going to go ahead and bring that left leg back, coming up into oak tree. Right ankles behind the knees. Ha. Getting settled there. Coming back and down. Coming back and down. Coming up and down. Pausing here. Getting comfortable. Feel that weight in both legs. Allowing torso to ascend. And then lengthening both legs as you come forward. Finding what's comfortable for you. You could bring the arms all the way down. You could let the head go. And we're going to go ahead when you're ready, taking this right arm, and you can keep extending, or you could just have the hand on the hip, rotating open those shoulder blade bones. And I should really say, you're looking at opening the collarbone, the arm bones, the shoulders will come along. Good, coming all the way down, dropping that knee, looking forward. Good, taking that front leg to meet the back, incline plank, floating through the other side. You're engaged. Exhale, inhale up, exhale all the way back. Taking the left leg forward, pause here, right leg forward, swan dive up, all the way in. Good, and just breathing, keep going, all the way down. We are looking up, jumping or stepping the legs back. And then make your way all the way down. Good, coming into Sphinx pose. So as you are on to the elbows, underneath the shoulders, getting comfortable here, I always like to slouch a little bit and then feel the heart lifting and the rest following. Good, and just coming all the way down, reaching the arms out in front of you. Maybe swimming, opposite arm, leg, just going, warming up the back a little bit more. Good, and just coming to stillness, forehead down, big toes touch, wiggle the hips a little bit. Good, pause here. Good, and then we're gonna go ahead, bring the arms back. So they're about around the ribs, chest height or a little lower. Looking first at Cobra. So as you are here in Cobra, making sure it works and coming down a little bit, elbows are in, coming down. If you would like to make this upward dog, always an option. I tend to take legs together. I bring my hands a little bit further down towards the waistline and I pull myself through. I'm getting a little sticky, but I hope that makes sense. Good, you are pausing here. And let's just move right into child's pose. Making sure your back feels okay. You could even bring your forehead down, arms by the side, or bring one hand on top of the other. I mean is here or here. Good, we're moving back into downward dog. Hello. Good, and let's jump or walk the feet up. Swan dive up. Back into the heart, adding on to that, working with pigeon. Inhale, open. Exhale, diving forward. Hands on shins or toes, looking up. We're gonna step all the way back, right back into incline plank or jump. All the way down. Cobra or upward dog. So you're moving, getting comfortable. I'm on the tops of my feet and my hands, all the way back. So with this left leg, bring the toes out and just see what happens if you lengthen it. That right heel coming down. And let's bring that knee in. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale. We're going to drop the leg. That right leg, that other leg is behind you. We are rocking a little side to side maybe. Could always have padding under that left hip. I tend to take those back toes, anchor in a little bit, open, and then coming all the way down as you feel comfortable. Now, one fist on top of the other, forehead down. Good, as you are coming up, moving into full pigeon if you would like. If you are good just staying here, that is great. If you want to take the left hand on the inside, bend slightly and just sort of notice, how does this feel? Doesn't have, mine is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But you know, just trying something out. We looked at Nataraja Asana, so why not a more full pigeon? We're going to come out. And it's a little warm. So we're gonna go ahead and just pedal the legs. Yes, pedaling, pedaling, pedaling right back on into downward dog. There we are. Before we go to the other side, let's walk the feet back up. Swan dive up. Back. Into your intention, into yourself, into your breathing. Getting ready for the other side. Inhale, open. Exhale, diving forward. Hands on shins or toes. Prepare the spine. Coming down, stepping or jumping back. Incline plank. It's either going to be working into cobra or move from chaturanga right into upward dog. Oh, good. Wherever your practice is today. Thank you for coming. We are moving right on back, downward dog. You are taking this right leg, I should say take a moment, that right leg, so those right toes behind you, they are coming up and coming in. So I'm always finding, where am I doing a little work? Where am I kind of enjoying this work? Having some type of relaxation and flow. They feed each other. Inhale and exhale. I'm really not a big one as we move into pigeon 2. Just bust through it at all costs. No, that is not me. But I do enjoy a little heat. Getting the energy going, getting things intense. I just don't think one has to be shocked in the system to get there. Let's come on over. So we are coming into reclining pigeon. Really feel yourself enjoying getting into some stretching. Good, and then from here, you are taking that right hand in front. You are moving left arm behind you. And begin to think about squaring off. Again, I understand mine isn't perfect, so hopefully that's incentive that if you feel like trying, no one's watching. But I'm here with you in spirit. So go ahead. Full breath in. I definitely think it's great to work at alignment. And I also think there's validation if you're being safe to explore. It doesn't have to look like, I don't know. Let's come out of it. Good, from here, let's take that front leg to meet the back. Just pedaling in place a few times. Coming all the way back into downward dog. Full breath in, full breath out. And we are walking the hands and feet together. We are swan dive up. Exhale. That nice, beautiful breathing. Again, nice breathing. And so let's just take Surya Namaskar with just focusing on the breath. And so whatever kind of lunge you want to do or not do, that's fine. But let's just really take one to just really bring ourselves into our breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Hands on shins or toes. Inhale. Right leg goes back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale into the heart, going to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale. Let's go ahead and take this right leg back. So you're moving into Virabhadrasana 1, your warrior 1. Back toes, little external rotation, the toes are open. You're bending through that front knee. Making open C's with the hands. I go ahead and put that right on the thigh, the top of the thigh, give it a little support, lengthen up. Feel free to bring the arms up, dropping the forearms back and up. Good, we are moving right forward, bending into that front leg, coming up. Pause here. Balance is an issue. You are staying right here, getting those back toes planted in the ground. You could make this Virabhadrasana 3. And we are just bringing that leg in, coming up. Let's just go all the way over. Inhale up, over, inhale up, and collecting it back in, legs together, Dandasana or Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Good, we are taking this left leg back, opening up, Virabhadrasana 1. Toes are a bit open. I'm sinking down. Could have open C's with the fingers, hands, getting into that big femur bone. Sinking down, back leg going down. Like to bring in the arms, you can. They can be touching or open. Good, and as you're ready, Go ahead, move on in to a standing bird dog. You can also move right into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. There we go. Good. Good, and just bringing that leg down, coming up, and if it works for you, all the way over. Inhale up. Exhaling. Inhale up. And back into the heart. Maybe take the thumbs between the eyebrows, thumbs at the heart, and then bring the hands at the belly. Coming back to being long ways on your mat, if that works. Open the feet a little bit. Sorry, I'm starting to sweat, but hopefully you are too and enjoying it. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Touching in with the lower Tantian, seat of your physical body. So the fingers and thumbs touching, finding your belly button, going 1 inch down, and just pause here. Let your knees bend, let your body maybe just sort of find its way where any space you are. Good, and then go ahead, opening up the legs. So my toes are open. I am bending the knees slightly. So we have some nice heat. We're just gonna get into the shoulders. Oh yeah. And again, my oh yeah could be yours, oh no. So again, find what works for you. Good. We're gonna stay here and just move right into Goddess. It's a different way to come into Goddess. Good, coming all the way back up. So let's having the feet open. You're bending the knees. And what I sometimes do is I have the hands on the hips, rock the pelvis forward and back if this is appropriate. Go ahead and take one hand, the top of the hand, small of the back, other hand the belly, and just think of you're coming down. You want to feel your legs engage. Your belly will naturally kind of flow in and then come up to standing. So again, you're letting the back relax, letting the hip flexors relax, weight goes into the thighs, belly flows in. Because I can't see you, I'm trying to give some ideas that I've seen this work multiple times. Just getting in there can really make a difference. So with Goddess, we are looking to one side, elbow underneath wrist, other side, elbow underneath wrist. Just pause here. Feel free to close the eyes, really focus the drishti. Feel where your feet are. Allow the legs to be engaged. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good, letting that soften. And coming all the way back up. Turn the toes forward. Maybe rock back and forth just a little bit. We're gonna walk the feet in. Good, and just reacclimating the hips, seeing how that's doing in there. Good. All right, so from here, we are opening wide again. Opening very wide. So we're taking star position. Rotate the arm bones forward and back a few times. Good, maybe getting the wrists, the fingers. Don't be shy. Good, from here, lengthen the arms. All right, pause. You're gonna go ahead and take that left leg, turn the toes towards the hand, that side. The back toes over here with your right are coming in as well, and you're turning your hips so they're tracking into the corner of your mat. You are bending that front knee. Let the arms soften. Roll the shoulders around, squeeze the shoulder blades. and let it go. So again, what that looks like is coming down. Roll the shoulders up, back, and open. Really feeling your legs sinking down. Bringing the forearm to the thigh if that works, coming into side angle. You could have your hand go all the way down if you like. I'm keeping mine at my thigh. Rotate through the arm, the fingers, that nice stretch along the side of the body. Good, and just coming all the way back up. Turn the toes forward, bring the legs in if you need a break. Inhale, exhale, star. Palms down. We're opening up the right leg. Toes open, pause. Bring the back leg in, heel goes out a little bit, hips are tracking into the corner of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. I find with Warrior, having your containment and strength, your flexibility and openness to work with what's coming at you, and your safety and security in your voice. We're going to go ahead and bring the arm down wherever it works. I tend to bring my hips a little bit lower, and then just bring the arm across, side angle. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and we are just coming all the way back up. Turning the toes forward, and this time jumping or stepping the legs back in, just marching in place. Good, we're gonna look at half moon. So if you have a block or you need support, feel free to pause me and get that, or you may already have it or don't need it. So what I tend to work with is if I'm going towards my left leg, I'm gonna have the toes, like I was getting ready for Warrior 2. I'm gonna bend the knee. I'm making a tripod, boom, right there. And so as I walk the hands forward, this may be your half moon. And if it goes further, so I'm bending the knee, I'm seeing what play I have with the hip, and then I'm lengthening. A little bit of a cupcake, engaged fingers, hands are on the hip, working for balance. Maybe that right arm goes up. Again, find where you're putting energy, strength, and also where you can soften and enjoy the ride of the asana a bit. Good, take that leg all the way down. Good, and then inhale, open. Exhale in, coming back to the front, maybe marching in place, getting ready for the other side. And again, different people, different ways to get into half moon, just finding what I've been taught or worked with. So again, if you have your right leg now, just sort of tracking in that way that I had the Warrior 1, Warrior 2. Coming down, a little bit of a tripod. And then come forward, get comfortable in that tripod. As you come up, seeing how much play you have with that back leg, and it's like a hi-ya. You're engaging, taking that left hand, left hip. And again, where are you gripping? I find it's often where I grip when I'm stressed in life, something emotionally or mentally. So sometimes this can be a nice way to challenge. If I'm under stress, can I find and adapt a new way? Can I be easier on myself? Can I push myself but make accommodations? Good. From half moon, we're going to take that leg. I'm just folding it in. And swan dive up. Back into the heart. And again, just marching in place, getting comfortable. From here, we are just, oh my goodness, rolling those shoulders back. How are you feeling? Good. Shoulders up. And let it go. Good. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Good. Opening again. So we're going to look at triangle. If you've had enough and you want to go into fan and come to the ground, I understand. But if you're still with me, we're going to go ahead and take this left leg open. Right toes are in. I am tracking my hips into the corner of the mat. And I tend to first see how it feels if I am laying with my ribs getting the core engaged. Let the head be heavy. And then exhale. Like going as far as you feel comfortable. Sometimes I'll circle my arm. Head can be up, in front or down. Again, melt, sink in. Good, and coming all the way up. Good, toes come forward. Exhale. Good, let's open up the other leg. Those back toes come in slightly. Triangle on this side. The hips are tracking into the corner of the mat. And you're going ahead and laying over with the ribs. And we are going over. Feel free to move through the arm. And then just check, how is your neck doing? Where are you putting strength? Where are you not putting strength? Good, and then just coming all the way back up. We are turning the toes forward, bringing the hands in, and I am going to step and jump back into place, getting ready for fan. We are opening up wide. Nice wide position, again, what works for you. I'm going to keep my toes going forward. You can bring the toes in, but I'm just going to try something here. So if you bring your hands around, thumbs on either side of the small of the back, or you can interlace fingers, reach back, coming forward. All right, if you would like, bend the left knee coming in. Coming up, going to the right side. Coming all the way back up. Or actually, let's just come up halfway. Let the arms go, coming on down. Here it might work to turn the toes in a little bit. You could take the first two fingers of each hand hooking around the big toes. And we are going to keep going down. So you are walking the toes, the legs in. Squat a prayer. You can sit on a block. You can just come down. We saw this in the very beginning with my moving frog. So maybe your heels come down, maybe they don't. If your body doesn't do what it's used to, can you look at the internal dialogue, maybe change it to you're awesome? No, really? Good, and then just coming on down. And I mean a comment that you truly can buy into. You're up here, you're trying, whatever. So as we come down here, let's bring the legs out in a little wider Baddha Konasana. Take a moment, bringing your hands in, just checking. How are you feeling? How are you doing? consciously know, but taking that pause will just give you a second of information to sort of know what we're going to try here or what isn't appropriate for you to try. Massaging into the feet, the heels, the ankles, calves, the shins, opening like a little book, coming over. Let the head and neck go. You are welcome to stay here or come up and walk this in a little bit more. You could interlace the fingers around the pinky side of the feet, lift up tall, maybe tilt the head one way, tilt the other, and then bending the elbows, coming forward. You notice I don't go too far. You can definitely go further. And then coming all the way up. I'm gonna tuck my right leg under, left leg across. And again, hugging your leg. I actually became interested in massage when I really enjoyed just working my own muscles as a dancer. So, you know, listen to those cues. Things you enjoy can become further pursuits. Looking over the left shoulder, letting this right foot relax. Letting your breath massage your belly. Good, and a little bit of motion to the other side. Good, and let's uncross the legs. Just go back and forth. Let the legs go all the way, back and forth. We're gonna go ahead, coming back. We are now tucking the left leg underneath, right leg across, giving yourself a bit of a hug, not pressing into the knee joint, but really gathering the bones and the tissues. We are looking over this right shoulder. Really setting up your exhale well, fully exhaling. We say when in doubt, anxiety or stress, focus on the exhale. Good, and then going to the other side. Good, from here, unwrapping the legs, and again, windshield wipers a little bit. See how this sits bones, how the could really even almost get in there, massaging the glutes. Good, letting the legs come out a little bit, just going back and forth. I'm going to show a side version of reverse table. So you're walking the feet in, your hands are behind you, and again, you could massage into the shoulder blades. Good, we're going to walk the feet in, maybe just a little marching. Me and my marching, right? So you could flare the toes. Get into the balls of the feet, gauging in the thighs, and then lifting up. Ideally, your ankle bones underneath the knees, like a table. You could let the head drop back. Good, exhaling. You're coming down. Coming all the way back. And so just scooting back a little bit, you're long way on the mat. Go ahead, lengthen the legs. Keep the knees a little soft. Bring the arms behind you. Lift up tall. Bring the arms all the way up. Torches in the hands. So if you were like the Statue of Liberty, torches lift up. Exhale over. Inhale up. And exhale over. Just pause here. Feel the heels in the ground. Knees are still bent. Good, and then just rolling onto the back. So depending on what your needs are, you might roll down from the side. You might just go straight back. You're gonna go ahead and bring the knees into the chest, getting yourself settled. And then from here, let's go ahead and just shake out the arms and legs. Circling the wrists, circling the ankles. I'm gonna exhale, one of my favorite things, a bellows breath. Inhale, or breath up the spine. I've heard it called both ways. Inhale, really getting to that exhale, extra air left in the lungs. More, 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 and more. Good, and then just circling, if you take that inhale, just circling around, massaging the lower back, going the other way. Good, planting the feet. Now the feet can line up so that your fingertips can touch the heels. Again, personal choice of what's working for you now. I'm allowing my shoulder blades to open, arms open. You could have a little padding under the head, just a little to just keep the chin and some looseness in the neck. As you come up, you're working into bridge. Exhaling, my ribs, my belly, the inner thighs are engaging. And then we are rolling down from the upper back, pause, middle back, pause, low back. It's going to be tricky. Get those muscles in there working. Walk the feet away. And just going back and forth, getting into the pelvis. Walking the feet open, let the knees flop open or flop in. Bring the hands behind the head. Just pause here. Letting excess stress and tension go. Pick one area, just one. Maybe it's one shoulder blade, one side of the jaw. And then bringing your legs in, maybe massaging through the scalp, tops of the shoulders, to the heart, the belly, all the way down. You could let the legs just come down right here, support under the knees, the head, use of eye pillow, or you could, whatever works, could stay where we were. Finding a comfortable way to rest. Maybe imagining the sun high above you. Maybe some clouds in the sky and not too hot. A cool breeze. But the sun helping to melt away stress on the toes and the feet, the ankles. Feeling the weight of gravity. The vibration of earth connecting with your true vibration. Helping you be more clear, at ease, and in harmony. Feeling this beautiful sunlight move through your legs and hips. Just allowing melting away. Things and burdens you're carrying that aren't yours, you have no control over, or you can only carry so much. The sunlight moving through melting stress in the hips and the pelvis. Sunlight moving over your torso, spilling into your cells, the tissues, organs, spine. Just beautiful ripples of light. And gravity, and feeling how maybe you can breathe a little easier. That sunlight shining through the heart. Through the throat and spilling down over the shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. Allowing you to rest. Allowing you to vibrate with the earth, your organic self. The light moving through from the throat into the head and face and brain. Like a sigh of release, rippling through. You are welcome to stay here as long as you'd like, but if you're ready, wiggling the toes, rubbing at them across the fingertips. Thinking of that thought or word or new thought or word of how today is going to go, your intention. And then rolling onto one side, using your arms and hands to help you sit up. Hands into the earth, into the lap, and maybe at the heart. I'll end with the sound of Om. Feel free to join in or just listen. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti Om. May we have peace, peace, and peace. As you feel ready, slowly opening the eyes, finding a point to focus on and bringing in your room. And namaste. Thank you for coming. So again, my name is Bridget. Thank you for coming and being here. If you have any questions, always feel free to email or be in touch. And I wish you well and the best, and take good care. Be well.